Double time, brother.
He's running. He's a track star. Look at him. He's a runner who's a track star.
Where's the door? You got me. Oh, you're doing a Heartbreaker move right now. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Right? Yeah, but they just let me down. Wait. Oh, you're on here. Oh, you're on here.
Now detecting contaminated gear. Agent eliminated.
Yeah, they're gonna kill us at the same time.
Dude, that's Cyrus.
Yeah, Cyrus is not there. That's his.
Hey, you're trying to fight him.
Hostile Stinger Hive detected. Vital sign. Hostile explosive Stinger mine detected. Hostile Stinger Hive detected. Hostile
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with my game right now?
What's Venom? Bruh. Oh, I'm dead. I need a medical kit. Weren't you shooting?
Hostile defender drone detected. Hostile.
He did though. I'm on fire.
This is actually crazy.
Agent.
Out of nowhere, I'm just not doing any stocks.
Agent vital sign. Helo is headed back. Vital signs critical. Hostile defender drone detected.
Yo, what is good, you guys? Gourmet J here, bringing you another build video. This is my Heartbreaker build. This is my everything build. I use this for PvE, PvP. Let's just get straight into it. So, first and foremost, I do use the Firewall Specialist. Reason being is I'm using the Bighorn. If I were to use any other weapon that was not exotic, I would go ahead and use the Tactician or the Technician. Just so that I can get the laser pointer, which keeps your enemy pulse, your ADSing pulsed. But like I said, since I'm using the Bighorn, I am using the Firewall for all the attributes within the Firewall Specialist. For my Bighorn, I have damage to target out of cover on here. This is fully optimized. I have the my ACS, or the Showstopper, for Div 1 players who remember the weapon. I have Optimist on here, but for better damage, you should actually use Brazen. I was testing Optimist and Brazen. That's why I have Optimist on right now. But I usually use the ACS with Rate of Fire and Brazen. One thing I suggest, and this is what I'm working on right now, I would highly suggest that you expertise your ACS as much as you can, because it plays a huge part in getting your stacks. So while you're trying to get your stacks for your blue armor against your pulsed enemy, this thing chunks. So while you're ADSing somebody and trying to get stacks and raising the damage and also getting your blue armor, you can actually kill somebody with the Showstopper if they're not careful. And you know, if you're playing smart enough where you have the advantage and you're hitting somebody, you're shooting somebody with the ACS, they're not even hitting your white armor, your regular armor. They're just hitting the blue armor that you're stacking up on. And then by the time you're done shooting your Showstopper, you switch over to your primary weapon and you just absolutely shred them. So this build is this gear set is a dream. I can see how some people might think it's cheesy, but for a solo player, this build is just absolutely optimal. Now there are counters to it. You can run a pulse build with 3 y'all, and it nullifies the pulse so that you won't be getting blue armor. But the problem with that is going against this build, it's all headshot. I have headshot on everything. So if I'm ADSing you and hitting all headshots, I'm hitting 290,000 headshots. Granted, I won't have Unbreakable, so I would have to play smart in making sure if I'm going to ADS somebody and shoot them, you know, I need to make sure I'm going to kill that person if they have pulse resistance. But getting into the build, getting to the guts of the build, I have the Catharsis. I'm running headshot damage on here. The reason why I have the Catharsis is I like the heal, and then also while you're getting shot, you're granted 1% weapon damage, and all the way up until 30 stacks. And then once you get to 30 stacks, you get a heal drops for you. The chest piece, for as far as the gear set, you get 15% AR damage, 15% LMG damage, 15% weapon handling, and then Heartstopper. Headshots apply a pulse for 5 seconds. Weapon hits on pulsed enemies add a stack of 1% bonus armor for 1% weapon damage to pulsed enemies up to a max of 50 stacks. 2 stacks are lost each second. And since I'm running the chest piece, it increases your stacks from 50 to 100. And I'm running the backpack because it gives you an extra 2% damage instead of the 1% per stack. So per stack, you're granted 2% per damage. This is huge. I have tried different variations. I ran Intimidate with Adrenaline Rush, and it does more burst damage, but as far as, that's like fighting one person. But as far as fighting multiple people, which I tend to do with this build, getting those 100 stacks and then getting that extra damage is just crucial. It is huge. So like I said, I run headshot damage on everything. So on the attributes and the mods, everything is rolled for armor. Headshot damage on the gloves, headshot damage on the knee pads, headshot damage on my Picaro's holster. And the Picaro's holster gives you 15% weapon damage. I've tested different variations where I've done like Habsburg or Providence and even Fenris, and obviously the Picaro's holster just it does more damage, more flat damage, and it works out because it does more flat damage for my showstopper as well. As far as my skills, I use the drone, the defender drone. I mostly use that when I'm trying to get stacks with the showstopper, and then I also have, just as a backup, I have the scanner pulse. Now, one thing is, for me, since it's a headshot build, I'm constantly going to keep the enemy on pulse. So I'm constantly going to be stacking up my damage and stacking up my blue armor until I reach full stacks. If for whatever reason I'm in a particular situation where I'm not exactly able to hit headshots on somebody, like say Play the Stairs and DZ South, I'll go ahead and hit the pulse, and then I'll play cat and mouse and get my stacks with the showstopper that way. Going into the stats, I only have 10% crit chance because that's the default with the watch. Since my watch, what am I at? I think I'm almost at like 1900. And 45% crit damage, which is default, and I have 120.9 headshot damage. Why is it 120.9 and not 121?
Incoming cargo plane with dark zone drop.
Ah, my gloves. That's why. So I just need to get that 0.1%. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. As far as armor, you have to bear with me. Okay. As far as armor, I have 1.9. I'm almost at that 2 mil mark. As soon as I expertise my gear, I think to around like 15, somewhere like 13 to 15, it should be about 2K. 2 mil. Eventually I plan to get everything up to probably about 25. Yeah, so first and foremost, I'm working on getting my showstopper up to 25, and then next I'll go ahead and finish off my Catharsis, and then I'll finish off the rest of the build to get it to 25. But yeah, that's the basis of the build, you guys. I just started playing a few months ago. I'm still kind of learning a few things, so if I miss a couple things in the video and you have questions, please do ask. I'm open to critique. I wouldn't say I'm a build guru. I just play, I just go with what I see works and, what makes sense. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and hit the comments, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Appreciate you guys popping through. I will catch you guys later, man. Peace.